Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin BTC. Now you can see that we are holding above the $36,000 level, which is that white line. This is what I said we needed to do. Now on the daily we do have, if you remember me talking about this dragonfly, it was a hammer, but then it's kind of like between a hammer and a dragonfly now. And then we see this next one is green, but it's somewhat, it's a doji, so it's indecision. What does this mean? Well, this means this is positive, so we should be holding 36,000 for now, and it possibly could be a bottom. It just depends on the announcement from the Feds. You know, the results of the FOMC meeting. That's going to wrap up tomorrow on Wednesday, North American East Coast time. Not sure, probably sometime during lunchtime or sometime in the afternoon, maybe later in the day. And then the markets are going to have a chance to digest the information and react. If the Fed is going to be aggressive in raising interest rates, the market will respond, and probably there will be a dip in the markets and a sell-off in the markets. That's going to affect Bitcoin, and that's also going to affect altcoins. However, if the Fed announces that they will not be aggressive in raising rates, then there could be a potential pump. Okay. So we need to really pay attention as to what the results will be. Taking a position in the market now, it's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. You can do what you want, but I think it's a bit risky at this point. We did have a rally over the past few days from about 33,300, and currently we are 36,900, 36,000, yeah, almost 36,900. So that being said, what I do see now, this is the 2-hour chart up here. What I do see is I see a bullish pattern that looks similar to a little head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulders, or what they call upside down head and shoulders. And this is a bullish pattern. Now, whether that's going to play out or not really sure. Head and shoulders patterns are tricky. They don't always play out the way you would expect, and quite often they fail. So, especially in a downtrend and with this current climate, with the meeting hanging over the markets, if this does push up to this white line, which is called the neckline, at about, let's see, that's about 37,700. We could see a breakout, but then again, we could see a fake out, a rejection. At this point, if there is volume coming that comes in for the breakout, then that's a potential short-term buy, right? Short-term trade. Now again, this is not financial advice. This is just I'm giving you my opinion and what I see in the market. So, that's kind of where we're at right now. Am I going to take a position here? Maybe if there's volume coming in, but it would be a very short-lived position, right? What I would expect is a break and then possibly a pullback, flipping that to support, and then a push higher, right? I'll make that decision when that occurs, but as of right now, we're not seeing much volume at all. Not much volume at all. Again, this is the 2-hour chart, so it's a bit more on the short term, and I'm using it just to see the pattern here. So it would be a quick trade, quick profit, something like that. That's not really my style and my method of operation, so I may leave it alone because we're not seeing a lot of volume. If that changes, maybe we'll see. I would expect to see a change here. We're going to have another candlestick populating and starting at about 23 minutes. You can see that over here, the countdown. The RSI here is or excuse me, the stochastics is elevated, is up at the top, and that's not a, that's understandable because of all this recent purchase pressure. And currently we're at 51 RSI, which is a little bit above neutral, and so that's a good sign. It's not overly bullish. It's not overly bearish. It's neutral, and it would not be difficult for this to continue to push higher into the overbought area, which would show increasing strength. Okay. Now on the daily, we do have the 10-day moving average above us. That 10-day moving average is right here at about, let me see if I can get this to do what it's supposed to do. There we go. At about 38,500, 39,000, something like that. So expect some volatility in that area and a potential reversal because of the protracted downtrend and the weakness that we've had recently. And that's usually, the 10 is where the bears like to come in to the picture and start shorting. So even though we are rising, we could see, some resistance on the breakout here, right? Probably somewhere up here around 38,800, 39,000. So we need to keep that in mind. We're still in a downtrend. This is a short-term reversal on the lower time frame. So this is a short-term buying period. But the daily long-term trend, we're still bearish. Okay. Now the macro trend on the weekly is we are bullish. So it's kind of like this period in a weekly bull trend. We're having a period of some heavy sell pressure and a correction and some bearishness, right? So we'll have to see if this is going to be the bottom. It's just going to take some time. We're going to know probably around Wednesday after the Fed releases the announcement as to what their plans are for 2022 and the interest rates, whether they're going to hike them or be aggressive in hiking interest rates, slowing down the economy, or if they're going to be dovish. It's called dovish. If they're going to be lenient and not aggressive and allow the economy to continue as it's going for the most part. In my opinion, I'm expecting a dovish, a non-aggressive announcement, but you never know. You just don't know with these kinds of things because the inflation is quite high. So I think they're between a rock and a hard place. I don't think that they can increase the interest rates much due to that affecting the economy. And of course Biden, he's concerned with his approval ratings. So I don't think he's going to want to be too aggressive. I don't think they're going to want to be too aggressive with the economy, right? And I don't think they're going to be too aggressive with the interest rates. Could be a quarter raise, a quarter maybe in 30 days, quarter raise maybe in 30 days, and maybe a, quarter of a basis point, 3 months from now, 4 months from now. We could have maybe 2 or 3 or 4 quarter basis point raises or less. But then with the expectation that sometime not long from now, maybe 8 months from now, 6 months from now, to maybe change that back, reduce a rate, cut a rate, bring it down a quarter or something like that to stimulate the economy prior to elections, right? So anyway, there you go. That's just the short of it, and I don't want to make the video too long. I wanted to put this on your radar. Be careful because we do have the Fed announcement coming Wednesday, and that could affect the market in your position if you're already in the market. Myself, I'm still on the sidelines. I'm waiting to see what is going to happen on Wednesday, but I am prepared with I've got I'm all 100% in stable coin, right? So I'm ready to go. I have powder on the side ready to enter the market if we do see uh, positive news from the Fed and the market responds positively with a lot of buying, right? So there you have it. That's pretty much Bitcoin in a nutshell. Quickly taking a look at the market. Bitcoin is somewhat stable. So like I said before, the market, the all of these all of the altcoins are pumping, basically I told you, I said, I've been saying this for 2 days. I said now is the time to start looking at your altcoins because they're probably going to pump and be active while Bitcoin is stable, right? As long as Bitcoin's not going down. And that's exactly what we're seeing, right? We're seeing LRC, 20% loop ring. Okay, we're seeing near protocol. I mentioned this one in the past. I said watch this one. Today it's up 12.7%. AVAX, I told you to watch AVAX. AVAX has temporarily, short-term 2-hour chart, flipped bullish. It's up 8%. Pre, okay, which is a pre-search. It's a Google competitor, up 7.5%. PBR, okay, up 5%. So FTM 5%, but it was up a little bit more than that earlier. So you can see that even just about any coin, almost any project is up at least 4 or 5%, right? CRO was doing well earlier, still up 4.5%. Glimmer 4.5%, right? Solana, even Solana, it's up 3.3%. Solana's been down for quite some time. Matic 3.5%, right? So even VET was down for a while. It's up 3%. So I pretty much said expect this. Look to the altcoins if Bitcoin stays stable and doesn't. If Bitcoin holds a $36,000 level, pay attention to the altcoins. You may want to take a temporary position in a coin of your, in a coin that you've been wanting to get an entry on. Again, not financial advice, and as you can see, that's exactly what happened this last few days. Altcoins have been pumping in the last few days, right? So anyway, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Please be safe. Oh, and the crypto and fear greed index, right? This is interesting. This is very interesting. Fear and greed index 12. Extreme fear. Extreme fear. Now, I'm expecting that to change once this FOMC meeting is finished, and if the stock market recovers and rallies, I'm expecting Bitcoin and crypto to rally as well. How much? Not really sure. Depends on the bears. Depends on buying buying appetite and appetite for risk. Whether it's going to be risk on or whether it's going to be minimal. But you can see here we've been in extreme fear for the last month, fear, and then recently extreme fear. So usually when you have extreme fear, let's take a look at the last month here. Usually when you have extreme fear, it's a good place to buy, typically. Now, again, not financial advice. And then we're down here with extreme fear again, right? So, it just depends. It just depends. You have to decide what's best for you and when you're going to enter the market. If you've already entered the market on this dip, be very mindful. Pay attention to what's going on with Bitcoin. Pay attention to what's going on with the Fed announcement coming up tomorrow. If you're waiting, then the plan is still the same. Whether you're on the sidelines or whether you're in the market already, the plan is the same. Pay attention to the Feds, pay attention to uh, the announcement coming up, and pay attention to any serious reaction in the market that you could see from that announcement. Okay, so but we're looking good. Bitcoin's looking good. This could be the bottom that we were talking about. I have a feeling that the bottom is in, and that's my opinion. So thank you for watching. Let me know what your opinion is in the comment section below, and we will see you next time. So just waiting in a holding pattern. Take care.